You do need to consider the heat though, because if you do decide that you want to grow into a little later season where it's getting colder, or your area is known for things like cold snaps earlier in the season, which I am hearing more and more about and experiencing here as well, that I planned my crop was set and it's going to be done by this point, so I don't have to worry about it. But wait, it got cold really fast, or one random night. That happens all the time now. So think about how much heat you're going to need to do what you need and what is your plants are going to need. So that's just something to just take into your thoughts of how I want to set this up. Because again, going into emergency mode, or I've heard the worst stories, unfortunately, of people losing their entire crop in a night. And that's heartbreaking. And we didn't do that. We came close, and we haven't done that. But it was definitely some scrambling sometimes too to get enough heat into the greenhouse whenever it was suddenly a colder night than had been expected. So putting thought into that in advance, that's another one it's non-negotiable. You can't just not think about it and expect to be successful. If you're doing season extension, often you can get away with very little supplemental heating. If you're growing year round, you're truly going to grow year round. That's when you really need to make sure you think about what you're doing with it, because there aren't very many environments that I have encountered that didn't require at least a little bit of supplemental heat at some point. Even in a really warm climate, it's amazing how often anymore there's a random cold spell. And with all the work you do, the last thing you want is your crop to die in one night because it dropped and you didn't have any heat in there.